Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. We are on our final video for Halloween stuff. So it's not Halloween week this week, it's just the final video of the Halloween stuff before I put it away for next year. Before we get into that, I just want to say thank you everybody for joining in today and hanging out, crafting along with me, chatting in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really, only if you really like the stuff, the content or whatever that's happening here. But anyways, I need to just start this one off by telling you that I made a huge boo-boo when I was gluing my covers together. And maybe somebody already was wondering, like, hey, is that really going to work? Well, guess what? If you were wondering about a specific thing working, we'll show you in a second. You were right, it did not work. But let me pull that stuff aside. So on the last video, what I did, if you remember what we did, did you do it with me? I'm sorry if you did, because you're gonna have to maybe fix yours too. I took the fabric and I glued the front fabric and the back fabric both to an envelope. Right here, you can see all the glue on here. And then I sandwiched this one has the envelope still. And then I sandwiched the bubble piece in between the two envelopes. Well, for whatever reason, it was not, and maybe I just didn't get enough glue. You can see it's kind of sporadic here, all over the place. It did seep into the little holes here. I don't know if that's why or what, but look, I got this really cool print. I'm thinking about saving this envelope actually, right, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, for some painting, like to maybe cut like some sections off and using it as like a stamp. I don't know. But anyhow, those envelopes will still be used, just not for this project. So what I did is I just pulled the envelope off. It came off so easy, and then I just tore my fabric off, which you can see it's not even damaged, and this was that satin stuff. What was happening is when I was folding it, it didn't fold nice like this. It was like all buckly, and the envelopes were coming apart, so I hadn't sewed anything yet, thank goodness. But so I did that. I have to now glue this onto there. I also tore this one apart because it was the same thing. It was just doing that buckling thing. I probably should have showed you what I was talking about, but it did not do this. Like, see how nice and easy that just folds over? Is the camera picking that up? You know, it doesn't. The other one, everything was like buckling and pulling apart. This inside part was pulling apart. Like, it was just a big mad mess. I thought, oh my gosh. All right, so then I tore it apart, and then I just glued this piece straight onto the bubble wrap. That is what I'm going to do with the other one. So I thought I'd do it with you, because I don't even know how this one's going to show up. I mean, how it's going to do, if it's going to seep through this. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal if it does, only because these panels will be going on top anyhow. I mean, I'm hoping that it doesn't, because I would like this just to be the really pretty satiny black back there. So let's get that going on. And then with the pockets that, what was that called? That transparency paper? I don't know if I have that thing here. Yes, here it is. I'm all over the board here. Transparency film. Okay, so that I'm using to make the pockets. And they will go on like this. And then I have another little thing I want to show you that my niece had suggested to me, because she was here, and she said, Janae, you might know Janae. She's been hanging out with us here and participating in the give and take and the ATC. She's did the fall, I think the fall and now she's doing, well, she is doing winter, because she dropped her ATC card off to me. Anyways, she had a suggestion. She's like, now hear me out. I'm like, oh heck yeah, I'm always open to like suggestions. So she suggested a thing to do with those front panels and pockets. So I'm going to use the same glue that I used on the other one. I want to go around the edges really well. Making sure I'm on the camera. I try to aim at my camera before I sit down, that it gets this whole white square inside so that I know where my landing point is. I'm more nervous with this satin than I was with the other fabric, because the other fabric was much thicker. I just want it to get in there and stay without having gloppy glues coming through. All right, let's just hope for the best. And I want this ruffle to be down at the bottom because I want it to hang over. And what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to try to match this to the fabric up there. Like that. Maybe if I go sideways. Maybe if I stand up. I need like another arm. Can somebody please come in and give me their arm? I can't ask Jason to help me because he is, although he would be a great help, he's a take control kind of person, so I think that he can't just hold it like, here, just hold this up, don't touch anything with it. He'd be trying to like help me. Okay. So this is what I did on the other one, except it was much easier on the other one because it wasn't satin. And what I'm trying to do is get it out there as far as I can, just stretching the fabric, material, whatever it's called, out, and then pulling it down a little bit. Smishing it in. Okay, well, so far so good on this side. When we flip it over, we'll see. But the important thing is that I need to really get it in there. I kind of like all these little bubbles, so that's good. All right, let's see. Well, so this is what I want. I don't care if it pops over a little bit here and there, but I don't want to like glue that fabric down in there like that. Sheesh. Okay. I'm gonna stitch around these. I'm not the greatest stitcher, so I'm kind of a little nervous about how my lines are gonna come because my fabric's not really straight, my stitching's not gonna be straight, but it is me, you know, that's how I do it, I guess. So, because my this fabric right here is smaller, I'm thinking I should stitch it backwards the first time and then go over it again. I have black thread on both sides, on the bobbin and on the spool, so I can do like 2 stitches. And I'm gonna stitch it. I'm actually gonna try to stay right outside the envelope here and just stitch the fabric because I left enough room all the way around. That is my goal. And then just right here, and then this will be kind of loose. All right, now on to what Janae said. I'm gonna show you. So here's my panels that'll go on this one, and it will go to on the, I guess you won't see any of the bubbles, so that's okay. Okay, there we go. So that'll go like that, and then this will be able to fold easy. I'm not gonna fold it right now. I just want it to stay down. Stay down. So when I was showing her this, because she's seen it on my desk, she's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, it's the next video. And I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm not showing her. Actually, I said, so this is my plan. I go, this is what I'm going to do. Not that one. I got to get rid of that one. Put these down. And then I showed her, I took a piece and I said, and then it'll be a pocket and it will go in like this. Well, whatever I was using when I was putting it underneath, it was catching on these little threads and these little pieces of paper, because this is all, you know, Frankenstein together there. And so I thought, and she goes, okay, she goes, I have an idea. She goes, what about your film? Cut your film, put your film on top of this, like that, and then put my pocket on. And I was like, genius, genius. Now I will tell you, this transparency film has like this residue stuff. Maybe that's the color. And it kind of stuck. So I'm wondering if I should do it backwards. But then, and it gives it like a different feel, a different color a little bit. See how that one, like that. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's on there no matter what. So maybe I'll do it that way. I'll flip them. The thread is backwards, but that's okay too. I don't mind that either. I don't want to do this one backwards. See what I'm saying? So then I'd put that sticky film. It's like a sticky, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. I like this idea. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to debate. I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch around the sides of it and then put it down. I practiced on a couple of pieces of this transparency film with both the art glitter glue and the acetone base glue to see what I was going to like better, because I know it's going to show up. I mean, even though it dries clear, you're going to see it. This one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Can you see how the, not on that you can't. Can you see how it bubbles through? Like, you can see it. It's very light, but it actually looks a little bit bubbly. This one right here, it was the art glitter glue, and it's very messy. It's a white glue. It's a white wet glue. See that? I'm gonna see every little tiny marking that I made on accident, and I have lots of accidents, so lots of little secrets. So I think I'm gonna go with the bubbly glue. So what I was thinking is, do I want that bubble to be all the way up, or do I want to have it kind of camouflaged with a little bit of thread? So if I sewed around the edges on this one, and then I would just drop the glue on there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 2 panels stitched up, and then we'll glue these on together. Got it all sewn up, and so what I did is I went around the edge with a zigzag, just on the fabric part, and I showed, that's the one I did the first one. I kind of had it little bunched up. I don't know if I showed that to you. Anyways, I'm all mixed up. I decided to go around it again with a squiggle on both of them. So I did the same thing. I just took it straight across. I like that because I don't think I'm gonna, I mean, I might put a little lace on the spine at the end of it, but I don't really know. And I might put some at the bottoms and the tops. I don't really know. I don't think it needs it, honestly. So I got my pieces stitched up, and I've got my panels ready for this one, and you can see the stitching, and I did it on this side. My glue was still a little damp, so it pulled it through, but here I am at this point, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to glue my panels on until after I sew my signature in. Because everything is a little kind of cockeyed a little bit, and I'm not really sure where the lines line up. What I'm thinking is letting this dry maybe a little bit more before I sew it in. I don't know. Go ahead and just get my signature sewed in. Once my signature is sewn in, then I can come back, because I cut my panels down so that they would fit. I would get 1/4 of an inch on between the spine and this side. I would then know exactly where I want to pull this to, and then I can line this piece up as well and put it however I want on there. Does that make sense? And I do like my stitching on this piece as well. I think it's going to help camouflage that glue a little bit. But let's go ahead and get the papers. I pulled a few more papers from since that last video, and I want to just get my signatures put together here, and we can get those sewn in, and if we have time, we can then glue these panels in. I think we'll have time. We'll see. I might have to edit the video a tiny bit. On this one, I did stitch around it, and because I had a little mess up with my fabric at the top there, I can't remember if I shown it because I turned the video off and then back on again. But am I videoing now? I decided just to go with it and let it be kind of like ruffled up. I went over it again with a second zigzag, which to me, it doesn't bother me, especially for the junk journal. And if it was a different type of journal that wasn't, sorry, junk journal, Halloween is what I meant to say. If it was a different one and I wanted it to be a little bit more sweeter, then I would just make it a secret and just cover it up with something. Also, I wanted to point out is if I wasn't stitching, if I wasn't using a sewing machine and I wanted to camouflage the glue, you know, you can do it with trims, pieces of lace, fabric, scrunches, like whatever you want to do. Like, it doesn't have to be a sewing machine. I have one. I've been getting better at it, and I like using it. I love the stitches. So I went ahead and stitched around this one also, and just to give it, just so that it looks like it's stitched onto here. And also, I feel like that's like the, you know, like when we ink things and we make it stand out, I feel like that's what the stitching does for me. So I just have to decide where I want it on here. This one has to be applied first because the signature is going to be sewn into this piece. So let's get this one down. And I'm going to use I'm going to use my glue. So what I want to do is my acetone-based glue. So I'm deciding, because my pockets are also, on this one are also going to be see-through. I know I want them to go to the fabric. So that all can show. Okay, so this just needs to go on like so. Let me see if I can find my corners here. I don't know. All right. I think this might end up being a little cockeyed and crooked when it's all said and done, but just gonna have to go with it. Just gonna have to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and go down the line of my sewing on this panel with the glue. I think it'll be my best bet. Oops. I could have sewn it actually onto the thing, but I'm not that confident in my sewing skill. So there's that. And I'm just going to lay that down there. And I didn't tie any of these off, so that's another reason why I want to put the glue on the stitched line. The cover, I did do back stitching on it, but the squiggle, I did not, even on the cover, and I did not do back stitching on this little piece that I'm putting on right now. So that needs to come out. Let's do this. All right. So I'm just going to glue this on. Now, I guess I will just take this little bit of opportunity to talk about the ATC exchange for winter. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a lot of people doing it. Again, it's so fun. I know that the fall we were missing a couple of our friends. I know life was just getting really busy and crazy. Yeah, it's so much fun. I love doing it. I plan on doing it again. I think I've already said this. I plan on doing it again for 2025 just because that was so fun. I mean, maybe we'll do some things different. Tell me, friends, the friends who have already participated, is there a different way? Is there anything else that we could add to, take away? Besides just me being forgetful, because I don't know if that's going to be fixed, but anyhow, yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And if you don't feel confident or comfortable putting it in the comment area, you can email me what your thoughts are on the process. I think we've got it for me, for memory. I don't know. I don't want to, never mind. I'm not even going to jinx that. I'm not going to say anything. But I did like it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to do it again no matter what. I do like the 4 seasons. We can just do it can be a thing, you know, every year we just do a 4 seasons and then just see how the creativity takes us every time. So I guess I probably could have glued this part down too so it didn't get bunchy. Okay, pulling her back up, we will do that because it will get like the fabric moves, you know what I mean? So I forgot that I'm not doing what do you call it? I'm not doing a big panel on top of it with card or paper or anything. This is just the material. And I do want the material to stay down. So I'm just going to try and smear my glue out a little bit and hope for the best. There we go. We can come back. This glue does stay sticky for a little bit, so hopefully I didn't wreck anything. See, I was talking. There we go. Talking and not focusing. There's enough going on this fabric that it could possibly hide any kind of glue seepage too. So there, we'll just let that sit and be happy. See, I didn't pull it enough. There's a ruffle right here, a wrinkle. It's okay, we'll just pull this up, pull it that way, I guess. Oh goodness. This one is gonna need a little bit more glue. So I did fill my glue bottle back up, which was very easy to do. And you can see it's still working like a charm. And I'm interested to see how my art glitter glue is because in that glue bottle, only because I forgot to close it for an entire day. So I was working on it in the morning, doing some gluing stuff. a little bit. And then the girls, Cassie and Janae, were here, and we ended up going to Canada for the day. And we were just running around. We went to Canada. We went to the ghost town up in Molson. We did a few things. So we were just gone all day long. And then I came home in the evening. I came down here, and the glue, this was all the way open like this. And I thought, oh, well, let's see what happens. I haven't tried it yet. We're going to see. All right. So now that's glued on, and then I'm going to let that dry, and then we can get the signature in there, hopefully today. So let me grab the papers. I have a slew of papers here. These I'm not moving. Let's keep those out of the way. So I still have these books, which I need to get some of these taken now. They might already be done by the time you see this. Get my pockets out of the way so I don't lose them again. And then I have these pieces. I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is from Deb. Remember these? I forgot about these. I love these. I want to use some of these in my journals, in all the journals, but definitely in this one, I want to pull some. Here's one of my inky papers. Maybe I'll use that one. And then I also grabbed some of these. Let me put those over there for a second. That's not going in this right now. All right. Back. What am I doing? We're making signatures. So I grabbed a couple of these because they had a lot of white space, and I thought that would be nice. So we've got 1 and 1 here. I guess I grabbed 2. And then I have these ones. I thought they might be nice. It's that, oh, I can't think of what the paper is called, but it's got like a texture-y feel to it a little bit. That would be fun. I have 2 of these glassine coffee dye bags. When I bought these, I bought a size too big, but it works out because I can either sew it right there or I can hinge it. And I like those. And I picked out 2 of these bags, which these are not coffee dye, but I thought they went with the theme of Halloween. They go with anything really, right? All right, and then I got some of my plain coffee dye paper that I like to use. Got 2 each on those. And then I think we left off with either 10 or 11 pages on these. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16. And I didn't, so it's either 15 or 16 pages altogether. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want more than 15 or 50. I wanted 15, but 16 will be fine if that's what it is. All right. So now what I'm going to do is just get all these folded up like so. And then I'm going to put them together, and I'm not using a kit. I do like digital kits. I don't always have them here to use. I mean, I love using scrapbooking paper and things like that. But I think sometimes, for me anyways, I get really hung up on the kit and what it is, and I'm trying to make things geared towards that kit, and I think I make it harder on myself instead of just using just random papers, which really was what drew me to the junk journal stuff. Is I have so much junk, and I like shopping for junk, and you know, there's so much junk in the world anyways. And I thought this is what I really like doing, so I've got those done. And this is all of these papers right here are things that I have coffee dyed myself. Anyhow, so back to the ATC before I got all crazy with that gluing thing. I hope I have a lot of participants. And if you've never participated in the ATC exchange at all and you want to do winter, please do it. Do it. You can do it. And if you have any questions about it, just ask me. I've got a video. I've got a photo of the card that gives all the instructions so that if you decide to participate, you make sure you do all the things. There's not a whole lot of things. Just it's a themed. The winter is the theme, and then you have 3 elements you have to add to it. Your ATC must be 3.5 by 5. You must have it signed and dated, and then have the blossom and inspire for 4 seasons ATC exchange, and what season you're doing. Along with your signature and date needs to be on the back of it, and then send $5 US to me. I always say U.S. because I live on the border. So if you're wondering, like, why does she say U.S.? I live on the border. This one I was debating because it's kind of thick, but I think I'm going to go with it. We'll do this one. So you send that to me. We do the live. I try to always do the live. Try to always do the ATC exchange live because, you know, that's a lot of fun. And then we get to hang out and chat and, you know, and do different things and ask lots of questions and whatever. This is kind of thick too, but I think it would be a fun texture-y page in there. So I'm going to do that. These pages here were gifted to me. And I'm thinking, I'm not 100% positive. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think this all came in a pack from Deb. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I love this. Just what side do I do? I think I'm going to go this way. This way. We also, another thing I wanted to mention, if you liked doing the I was calling it the give and take, and then I have a few friends here who were saying give and receive, and I guess that does sound a lot nicer. Give and receive, give and take. I'm going to take it all. But anyways, I really, really, really love that. So just be FYI, November's giveaway, because we do one every month because I have so much stuff here that I have to share. November's giveaway is going to be another one of those. It's going to be a give and receive. So the entry is going to be something that you create. You send me something. Nothing, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be big and extravagant at all. I mean, it has to just fit into a regular size envelope, and it shouldn't cost you more than a stamp to mail it. So let's get these put together. Let's get all the, let's get all these. This is thick, this is thick. I had another, did I have another thick one in here? Come on, where's the thick one? Here it is. These are kind of heavy, so let's get these sorted. Oh my gosh, I don't have no idea what I'm doing. What do I want it to be in the front? I think this one. I think that's the good beginning. It's either going to be this one or this one. Let's see. And then what about this? The black right on the white right on the black. That's kind of cool. I like that. So then that means that would not be the front cover because of that. Let's see. And then we'll do a coffee dye, maybe. This is like the fun but kind of like hard part at the same time. I'm trying to see what looks good on that. And I have this one right here. Oh, I don't like that. So we'll do that. And then, do I want this to be the middle? I don't think so. I'm almost wondering if I want this inside out. And that one can be the middle. Yeah, there we go. I like that. I like that and that. Yep. So good so far. And let's see, who else can go on here? We can take one of these lighter white ones, like that. And then maybe another thick one there. No, I'm not gonna do the thick one. I'm gonna do this one, and then this one, and then this one. Okay, there we go. Getting into a groove here. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe this real grungy one right here that's all torn apart. Yeah, I like that. And then another, maybe this one. And then okay, this one. No, this one right here. I have that one. That one. That one. Oh, I don't know if I have enough papers. There we go. I mean, I have enough papers. Maybe I have too many. Did I grab everybody else's papers too? I feel like I have more than 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we weren't counting that one. 13, 14. Oh, I have more than 14. Okay, 15, 16, and 17, because I wasn't counting these. Okay, well, I guess I'm still okay. Let me just see what it looks like. I like that. And I like that. I think, would I like that better? No. Or that? Kind of like that. And I think if I put a bag in, so sometimes I don't want to put the bag like this. I want to actually use the bag on the page because these bags fit nicely on here. I just have to reinforce it, and we've done a video before on some of those. I like that. However, this one could definitely go in like that, and then it can be a pocket, and it can also open, and then this could be something to like hinge something. So I do like that. There. Or, yeah, to kind of break that up, right? I'm taking this out. Okay, starting over. I like this one right here, like that, and then this bag like that, right? Or would the bag be good here? The bags are folded the wrong way. No, I like this page like this. So this can be like that, and then that bag can go there. Kind of like it there though. This is the hardest part of this is the hardest part right here. Making sure I have everything where I want it. There's that. I like that. And then this, and I think this music page would be better there. Yep. And it'd be nicer if I had spooky page, but I don't have spooky page. That's nice. I think. See, I liked this for the grunge. Maybe like that. There's that one and that one. See, I have 2 more pages here that I could put in here. Going forward. Okay. So I'll just get all the pages in there. So there's 16, right? Plus a couple of bags, and that actually goes over there. A couple of bags and an envelope for sure. I like this. I do like this. It's pretty thick, but I do like it. I still like it. I don't know where I'm going to put that, and I don't know where I'm going to put this. This will be popping out. And then, let's see. My inside and outside. Oh, can I tell them apart? I think so. I think this was the inside, right? Yes. So let's see. Yeah, and a lot of times I'll like trim all these down, and I may do that, but I have these pieces so big that I don't have to trim any of this. I can just keep it like that and let it look like that. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I have this one ready. Let's get this little tiny paper clip on it and see if it holds. And then we'll get nope, it doesn't. I need to flatten these down a little bit more. So I'll stick these in here with this and set it aside. And then I'll get these papers folded. And basically do the same thing. It's the same amount of papers. I'm just going to get them folded and put together, and I'll be right back. got the signatures put together, both of them. I went ahead and pulled it apart and really burnished the spines to all the papers. And then I put them in there. I decided to put the envelope, this envelope, I just folded it in half, and I'm gonna put it this way, and I'm gonna do it on the front, which I don't normally do, but I don't wanna be normal. I don't wanna be normal. Anyway, so that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna sew these in a little bit, but not right this very second. I decided for sure I'm going to add the panels after I sew the signature in. I think that's gonna be the best case for getting them as straight as possible on here. However, I do need, and the bag, this bag is going to be placed, it's going to be placed on a page. So I'm just going to tuck that in there for now so I don't lose it. Here are the two pockets that are going to go on. I'm going to put those in there for now so I don't lose them. Oh gosh, just setting things aside, I lose it. I'm going to maybe move that as well. I do want to attach these to here, and I'm only going to go around the stitched edge with the glue, and I need to make sure you can see how I left all these threads on the side, so I know that's going to be the right side when the book's open. That's going to go there, and I want these little threads to go down at the bottom here, just to give it all that little squiggly, all the little spider webby or whatever you want to call it. But I definitely don't want them to be glued all haphazardly in there, so I need to be careful of that. Decided definitely going to be using this glue, which I left open, so let's pull the little skin off, the little covering, whatever it's called. Get that off there. And another reason why I want to use this glue is because it's not a wet glue, so I'm worried, even though this is kind of a plasticky thing, I just don't want it to warp. And I did notice like a little bit, it tries to warp like with tracing paper and stuff, so I don't know. I'm not taking a chance. Okay, so you can see I'm getting a little bit of the hairs with the glue. I think that's going to happen no matter what kind of container I use for my glue, just because it's the nature of the glue. It's sticky. I do feel like I have less of it with this type of a bottle, but I think it's also because I have more control, I've noticed, with this type of bottle. Let's see. So if you are new here, this is like a 3-in-1. It's a Beacon 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. It's any of those kind of glues. It's the acetone base glue. I just put it in this bottle here. I have a video explaining that, and then I have a couple of videos after that letting you know my, how it's been working for me. Okay, now me trying to not get glue everywhere where it's not supposed to be. So I'm going to start it at the top. No, I'm going to start it at the, so my paper, this thing is not in alignment with the card. It's a little bit shorter. Maybe I'll go partially on both of them. There we go. I'll pull it over a tiny bit. This is not the pocket. This is just the background for the pocket. And then just give that a smush down here. I didn't pay attention if that was the front or the back, but so I think I'm gonna have to like put something on top of this that's heavy. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna just let it sit and see. If I have to add more glue, I can. But that'll be the panel for the back of that. And then when I put the pocket on, the pocket then will sit on top. And then it has a nice smooth transition for whatever tags or journal cards or whatever goes on the inside of that. So just want to make sure I don't buckle it because I want it to lay flat. You know what I mean? I got air in there, but I could have made this like a shaker thing too, couldn't I? Okay, we'll stick that aside. Let's do this one. So this one, all the threads will be going that way. And this one, you can see there's a little bit of buckling already on this, so I'll be mindful of that. And then this one, You know, I don't think I paid attention. So this is it's inside out. No, this one's right side. Oh, you know, I must have done my stitching it the same way. Wasn't paying attention. I guess that one can go to the top. Why not? Why not? It could be different. See, it's not that big of a deal, the little strings. I might get a little bit more as I use more glue. That little glue goober's on the inside. I don't want that. There. Now get my threads out of the way. Whoops. Come on. Play nice, everybody. There. Well, I just made a little gluey mess, but that's okay. So the reason why I went on the ups, I went ahead and put the threads up here. One of the cinchers, it wasn't just the thread on the other side. It's that film, like I said, it has this little like I don't know. I feel like it's going to be sticky, and I think it'll come off the sticky part will come off the smooth part. But I think if I put both of these pieces together, I think it's a recipe for disaster. So, yeah, I don't mind some threads being up there and threads down there. Threads here, threads there, everywhere. I like the threads on this. So this is the back of that panel. Look at all of that. That's a lot of sewing. I went through like 3 bobbins. I think one of them was like only a partial bobbin though. I went through 3 bobbins so far doing all the sewing on the covers and the cards and getting everything together. And that includes the junky junk journal too that I was working on. All right, so these will sit, and I want to make sure that they stay down before I tack them in. And you can see there's glue seepage. I don't know, maybe you can or cannot see it. I can always cover that up later with other things. But then these will then lay on here like so, and all the threads will come out. This will fold in half, and then look at that. It's going to be so messy, like when you try to untie this, but. That's okay. So I will have, my goal is to have this done and ready just like this, all sewn in, so that next season, next year in 2025, I can just open this up and start decorating it. Or if nothing else, I have a naked journal, so to speak, to play in. So that is the plan. So we still need to get this sewn in and these pockets down, but I want to make sure that these are staying and they're not coming apart. So that one's ready. I'll set that one aside. Ready to be sewn. Let's see how this one is. Same thing, this is staying down, and then these pockets will go down here. So we'll put these in the signature here for a minute, but this one, the same thing, it's gonna just fold over. Oh my gosh, my friends, I'm so excited. I love this. I love this. I did pull some of this lace right here. I just like the look of it, and I might add some of this down to the bottom when I do these. This is what I was thinking. I put this down. See, my lines aren't too straight, but I could put that down, and then I can add this to the very bottom. That might be nice on both of them, actually, but isn't that pretty? And then, let me see what it would look like when it was shut. It's always going to look good. I don't know why I always have to look, though. Like, I want to see. I want to see. Yeah, and then you just have these little pokey things out. Yep, just like that. Just like that. All right, so when, as soon as these dry, we will sew the signatures in, and then we're going to put them away for the season. And we're going to start on other things, my friends. But before that, let's see how this glue is going. Let's see how easy it is to come out. Let's just open it up. And then let's glue something together. Let's glue 2 pieces of paper together. Let's see. How about this? How about we grab this calendar really quick here? Just so you know, ATCs for the exchange for the for the Four Seasons ATC exchange. To be in the showcase video, I must receive them by Wednesday, December 4th. The live exchange is going to take place on the 8th. So really, you have until Saturday for me to receive them. But if they're going to make it into the show and tell video, then I need to have them by Wednesday, because I'll be doing that video to post at least the day before the live. Might be Friday, or it could be Saturday. I'm not really sure. As far as the November giveaway, the November giveaway, we're gonna do it pretty early. I think I'm gonna post something. So this video here, I got so much stuff written on this thing. This video that you're watching right now is posting on Wednesday the 30th. Yes. Okay. So I believe it's Wednesday the 30th, unless I posted it on the 28th, which is a possibility, because I want to do the give and receive. I kind of like that better. The give and receive entry for November. I want to have a video posted right away so you have time to make something. And it doesn't have to be crazy. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. But we're probably going to do that down here somewhere, where Thanksgiving is on the 28th. Maybe Sunday the 24th is when we'll do the give and receive video. I'm not sure. Somewhere in there. Tell me what you think. Let's glue this. Does my glue just come out easily? Oh, it does. See, now if I would have left my lid off of this all day, well, gosh, an hour, I wouldn't have been able. I'd have to clean it out. So now let's just see really quick. Again, this isn't my favorite one to use for art glitter glue because it doesn't have the precision tip. If you don't need the precision tip for things, this is a fantastic bottle to use. Now, there is some sticky stuff there. I'll tell you that. And I know by turning this up and turning it down, you can like get less out. It's still not going to be a precision tip. Like, I still have to squeeze it a little bit harder to do when it's not all the way open. If I open it all the way, I get a big gloopy glop of glues. So, okay, stop wasting the glue. We'll just fold this over and then over. All right, now we need to get those signatures sewn in, don't we? Let me put this away and then we'll get those signatures sewn in. And a week later, we're ready to sew the signature in. It has been a week. It's been a week, I think. Yes, or maybe even longer since the last time we were here. So let me just catch up really quick here to make sure that I'm in the right section. So I already showed you, yes, the journal fixing, and we've got that one done. All right, so that one goes there. We have that there. What I've done, that glue is working really good. I did use the acetone-based glue. And it's holding down. I can still see it even through my stitching a little bit, but it's not a big deal to me. I don't think it's a big deal, but it worked. And now this is not acetate. This is that transparency film. So I'm guessing that's why it didn't melt it. Because I know from what I understand that can happen. I haven't experienced that yet. I may need to do some testers on some different things to see where I can use it and where I can't. Why not? I like to know. I have a curious mind. So let's see. I've got those together. And then the journal, the booklet here. So I decided, since I had to wait for it to get stitched in, this is not the one I wanted. This, okay, I'm getting my signatures mixed up. Yep, this one right here. When I was putting them together before I sew them in, I thought, oh, I want to do some stitching on them. So I did some stitching on this one, but I also tore some pages. So I went through here. I do like that torn edge look, and I did stitching, like this one was all ripped, so I stitched through the ripped piece right there. Like I just thought it looked kind of cool and Frankenstein-y. Tore all these edges off and did the middle, and this is what I have left. Whoops. These are the scraps from when I was tearing stuff. There we go, like that and like this. And what I'm doing with those is I've been putting them back into the book. So trying to just use up. And then whatever I don't use, it can go into my scraps, or if it's too tiny, it can go into the garbage. But I liked it. I put a piece there on that envelope just to tie in the back page. And then let's see, I did some stitching, and then these things, like I could put them on now or I could put them on later, but I kind of like the idea of putting them on the side here. I thought that was a little clever, just to give it a little extra interest. So like some black, I think that'd be pretty right there. This is that black textury paper. It's kind of furry when you rip it. It's not the easiest to rip, but it is cute. I'm putting it, and I'm doing it before I sew the signature in. I'm just taking it as close to the spine as possible. Let's do this one. We'll just do this one, and we'll just do it on both sides, just for the sake of time and having to search for what I want to do. Anyhow. So the first part of this video was videoed about a week or so ago, and I'm a little bit, I'm like not in the rhythm of when I was working with it. Do you know what I mean? And I need to be careful because I need to sew the signature in on this video. That was the whole point of this video. And I don't want the video to be like a very, super long. It's already super long. I don't want it to be like a 2-hour video. And I don't want to edit if I don't have to. So maybe I'll just put like one of these on. I don't have to do them all. I'll do just to show you that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to put this one on this side while I'm at it, because this is the other piece of that black paper. I want some chewed up edges though. That there. Get that off me. So we'll do a quick peek after I get this one on of the stitching, and then we'll go ahead and sew it in. Maybe we'll just do that. So my plan was to do this and then put these journals away for next year, just to get this part done, get them sewn in. But I think I'm like, my whole groove isn't here, but I'm thinking that while I have it out and I know what I want to do, I might just work on these a little bit more. So if that happens, there will be another video on this for this week, and if not, then I will move on to something else. So I need to do something for Christmas for the kids. I'm like super stressed out about it. I don't know what to do, and I want something that's not bulky because I have to mail them. Okay, there we go. Yeah. See, so then my pages, that'll just be a little bit more interest on the page. So that's what I'm doing with these. I have these pieces right here, just really quick. I'm not going to glue them in. Just want to show you where's that page at. So, okay, let's just do the look through, and then we can see it. That's like two birds, one stone. Oh my gosh, we don't like that saying, do we? It's always so sad. I don't want to hurt the bird. Okay, don't hurt the bird unless you're going to eat the bird. Oh, stitching there on this one. Stitching on this one, just on the corners, and then we just did that. And some of these things I'm going to end up putting like a little bit of lace and stuff in it. And I know I want to put some pockets and little tucks and things. So I was trying to be mindful of like where I'm putting all my stitching and just kind of moving it around. I like that one up there because, you can see it from the top and the bottom. And then I have the music page right there. This one I tore because I wanted to see the stitching through there, and it gave me like some more visual stuff to look at that way. I inked it in black. I've been using the black soot distress oxide and the ground espresso distress ink is, I think, mainly the inks I've been using on this one. Stitching, tearing, and inking. And then see, I added some more of that right here on that one. This one, nothing. Oh, this bag. So what I did is I'm going to put the bag in like this. I'm not very good at keeping my seams right, but that's going to be a small side. I just sewed that whole thing shut. And then this side. I debated to go up this side, but then that makes this pocket here even smaller, and it's going to be stitched in, so I just feel like I'm going to leave that. This side of it, I'll just turn it around real quick. I can add something to that to make it a flip out on the back side or the front side. I just felt like that was kind of cute and fun. Right now what I'm seeing is like if I had one of those skulls, that would be a cool place to do that skull thing that Mitch made, huh? I'm like, I must get that. That's so cool. Then there's this paper with stitching. My stitching was crooked, so I just did it a few times just to go with the flow of it. And that page, and then, okay, this one right here for some texture. And then I decided to tear that up too, because I thought that looked more spooky. But look at these cool pieces. It's like a fence, like a, do you see what I'm saying? Is that showing up on the video? Am I even recording? Oh, I am recording. That's good. That's always good. All right. A little more light. I think it works. I don't know. So there's that page. This page, I used my ruler to do the, my deco ruler to do that tear. Hand tearing and stitching. I stitched first and then tore. Then this one I did the deco edge. This one I just did hand tearing. And then this is the middle. And I think altogether there's like 16 pages, a couple of bags, an envelope, and a music sheet, half a music sheet. So, and then of course the back, I just mimicked each thing. So when you see it that way, you'll still have like layers that comes through here and there. Yep. All right. So now let the fun begin. Let's close this and let's use the book cradle. Oh, I have 2 of these out. Okay. Well, whatever. And then I need to put these aside. Well, right there. Let's get this done. I'm thinking, I was wondering, do I want it down here? So this one right here, I'm going to use this when you first open the book. And I left this up. I feel like that's so tight. Oh, what am I talking about? This is going to open. Settle down, ladies. Settle down. I can open it like that, and then they can have like something in here. And then maybe I'll put like a little thing here that says this book belongs, so I'll actually attach it to this. Still could even put a pocket with that later on. Okay, options. I like the options. All right, so put that there. Maybe like that. And then I have all this and something comes up. Down further. Yeah, right there. Right there. I like that. I don't know, honestly, if that's where it will ultimately land. And I have all these threads. And some papers are a little bit different size. Okay, it's this one. I think I want this one down at the bottom. Like that. Or do I want a little gold frame at the bottom? Okay, you talked me into it. This was a freebie paper. So that's why that little dot's there. And that one, I think I want music to be I like all that paint on that side better, but yeah, I think I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to go up a little bit with that one, just for something different. I don't really have a plan. I know some people have a plan when they're layering their papers on what they might be doing, and that's why they want them up and down. I don't ever have a plan, and a lot of the times I'm like, after I go back to decorate, I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have put that one up, or I wish I would have put that one down, but I think at the end of the day, it all looks nice. That one, I'm just gonna have a little bit of the green peeking out there, hopefully. The bag. I think I want the bag all the way down, if possible. Well, I'm kind of thinking, like, see, like, when I come in for my stitch, I'm probably going to go, like, right there. So if I move it up a tiny bit. Okay, I'm going to move it up a tiny bit because I think I'll catch it in all the stitches. In all the stitches. What happened here? Kind of wondering if I should flip these two. I don't know if I like the bag on top of those polka dots, but I like the polka dots on top of the green. think that's too many weird things, or, you know, different. They're so weird and different. This might work right here. It's all coffee. Kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. And then all this black stitching and then that black paper. That works for me. The only other thing I was thinking is putting the bag right there. I'm going to try it really quick just to see if it needs it. No, I actually like the back, that black backdrop for something I don't know yet, but is this where I have it? Okay, there we go. Now, okay, so I probably mixed up some of those papers. That's okay. And I have all these threads. I'm just going to let them, they're just going to have to do what they're going to do. I don't have time. I don't got time for that. And then this. And then the other thing is now I got to decide what journal it's going to go in. This one. I guess they're both the same. It doesn't matter. This one I have done. And it just needs to be, these panels will go in. These panels go into this one. But I'm going to put them in after I do the stitching. So I've never done that before. I hope it works out. If it doesn't, I'll figure out something else to do with these, and we'll figure out a different center or inside the piece. Get them out of my way. And then we're going to use my new book cradle that my nephew made me. Isn't this so cool? I'm so excited. We're going to get this one stitched in. So what I want to do here is I want to just fold this in half. I did it already once, and then just kind of pinch it down. You can use your bone folder or whatever you want to get a better crease there. And my fabrics get bunching up a little bit there. I'm not going to worry about it. Stick this in here where I want it. And now I did my fabric bigger than my, see, my fabric is going to fold over. So I want to have my journal. I want to make sure it's in the that bubble mailer. I want to make sure it's fully in that. Yep. And I need clips. I need something to help me. I have all these things. We'll see what will work with my hands today. I think I'll do this one first. What? I want a ruler. I want to stick my ruler down in there and just press them down, help myself out a little bit. We'll take this one here. Get my envelope where I want it here. Ow. Ow. See, it's hard to pinch these. It takes a lot of added work from my thumb. And then this side. And I didn't even my papers up very well before I did this, but I think it's still going to be fine. I have other things hanging off of them. I will have other things hanging off of them. All right, there we go. Okay, now put them on the other side as well. And I'm just doing this to hold my papers together. I'm hoping that it keeps them together in the way that I want to sew my signature in. Does anybody else use these kind of clips? Do you use different clips? I've tried the paper clips too, and they're okay. They I just bought some new ones. Oh, they're nice and tight. Oh, I think I like that better. What I like about the paper, sorry guys, I'm going to take these off. What I like about paper clips, these giant paper clips, as long as they're nice and tight, I don't want a loose, I don't want it, yeah, I don't want a loosey-goosey. I want a tight one. So they are easier for me to take on off and on my stuff. What I don't like about them is that if I have stitching, sometimes I get tangled up in that. But they also aren't as bulky as those. So when I'm sticking it in stuff to practice with things, it's they're not that bulky. So these ones, I just bought them at Walmart, I think. Was it Walmart? In the office supplies. I was like, oh, I'll try these ones. Because I had these metallic ones. I've had them for so long, for many years. But they're kind of more flimsy. These are more, they have more of a plastic coating. See how it's like, I don't know how to show you that, but it's got more of a stiffness to it. Whoops, sorry. Okay. Goodness gracious. Now I have all this junk here driving me crazy. I got these ones out in case I needed them for the cover. Now I'm going to stick this in my cover. I'm going to do all my holes together. Make sure my cover's right side up. It's not. And make sure my journal is right side up. It should be. I don't think I have anything directional except for that one spooky page, that freebie. And that is up right. My envelope's on right. Okay. Now, back to this. So find my top there, my bottom here. And my bubble wrapper is bigger than my journal. So I'm just doing my best to find the middle of that area. There we go. And then, might as well keep on keeping on with these paper clips here. See if they work. I'd like to hold my journal in place. I'm just going to tuck that. I don't want to accidentally sew that into my thing. I'm going to use this one. Oh, I'm out of the new ones. Now I just have these ones. Hopefully they work. Let me see. Who's the tightest? Maybe if I go like that. I'll try it this way. Okay. Now, I should be able to, in a single signature fabric covered soft journal, I should be able to put my book in here wherever I want it, as long as I keep it still. And I can poke my holes all the way through both of them. I don't have to worry about lining anything out. So let's do that. I'm going to make sure that my journal sits inside my cradle, which it does. Not the extra fabric, but the actual piece. I want to make sure that's all in there. And since I like doing the five hole pamphlet stitch, goodness. Okay, I want to get that. I like doing the 5 hole pamphlet stitch. So I'm going to start in the middle though, right here. And then I'll just go right there. Oh, there's lines. I can just follow the lines. Isn't that nice? And then I hopefully will know what line I was on. So we'll go all the way through. And because there's that little space down at the bottom, that little, I have another one here I can show you. There's that little piece right here, like that little divot. I don't know what it's called. My needle is able to go through my book and down into there. That's so cool. Love that little thing. Okay, so we have one hole there. I think it went all the way down through my journal. And then I'm going to do another one. I'm going to follow this line right here. So it's going to be kind of like in the middle of this one. So we'll have another one there. And then I will split the difference between that one and that one somewhere in here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5. No, there's 4 in between. So it'll be right here. This would be like the middle, right? We'll go right here. I'll actually see that hole. And then down here at the bottom, and we went that line, this one. I think I'll do this one right here in this black line. And then I'll split the difference again. So 1, 2, 3, and then that's 4. So, oops, I can't count, you guys. 1, 2, 3, and then that one. So there's only 3. So I think I'll go with this black line right here. See if that works. Now, I'm just gonna leave that in there. Look how far out my needle went. Can you, whoops, can you see that? That's how much room that little thing gave me to get my needle all the way through. Happiness. I'm so happy. Now I'm gonna leave that in there for just a minute. I need to get my thread. I also need to make my holes bigger because we all know I'm not gonna be able to get anything through that. So let me grab my sewing stuff and I'll be right back. All right, got my wax thread. Actually, it's just regular cross-stitching floss or whatever that kind of thread is, and I just waxed it with my beeswax, got it on a needle and ready to go. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna use this book cradle. I already got the holes made. I'm gonna use my short and squatty here. This one makes my fat holes for me, and I think this is gonna be easier to do it this way, at least to get the fat holes started. Oh, so much easier. Usually I'm like struggling and it hurts. Like I have a lot of pain so with things, so I'm just gonna put that in my hole, my already made hole, and I'm just gonna, oh, they're so nice. Okay, my holes are big, but they're gonna work. Let's see. My holes are big because of the big, because of what I'm using. It has nothing to do with the book cradle. The book cradle is just making it easy to get through the whole thing. Right on. So I think I went through the whole thing. I did. Yeah, I seen, my gosh, my hole's big. I can see light. I can see light at the end of my hole. Okay, let's get that one out there and stick it down in there for a minute. And then get this one, push that one down. Yeah, I love this so much better. Now, if I don't like my holes to be this big, then I would just use a wider awl but maybe not as fat. I don't know. Whoops, I was keeping that in there. For what? To keep it together. I have it clipped still, but you know, I haven't made a stitch yet. Did I do that one? So, did they all go through? Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm just double checking that I went through my fabric. It's easier to do it now than with the needle and thread. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay. All right, so now to remember how to do the five hole, I'm going to go in through the middle like I would normally do. And tug that, and I used way extra string, so I'm gonna leave a nice long tail. I have Halloween charms and I need to use them. Let's see. And then you go in through the next, I believe. So you go, wait, let me think about this. I go that way and then this way and then that way. And then, wait, this way, goodness gracious. All right, I went in, oh my gosh, in from the inside, I went through the middle hole and then I came back through the very next hole next to that. And I'm going to work my way up and then down. So now I take this one and I go in through that hole. It's been a minute. I had to go double check a couple things. And then you pull that out of that one. So the very top and the very bottom holes only get one run through with a thread. All 3 middle holes they're going to be, I think I go through them each twice. So now I went out and then you can see that stitch right there. So now I know I got to go back into the second from the top next, to that middle. This is the middle, and then going up. I'm going to go back through there without splitting my thread. And Needle went through, no splits. It looks pretty good. Pulling my thread. I have a lot of threads, so I gotta make sure I'm not gonna get tangled. There we go. I do get tangled sometimes. And then give that a nice tug. Then I'm gonna skip the middle. I'll pull my thread up. I'll skip the middle here, because that gets its second one last, its second run through. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go, I go out here, that way, and then I come in. Or do I go all the way down? I'm so confused. Now I'm confusing myself, so. Yes, because the only way I can go through this twice is if I hit it going down and hit it coming up. Gotta hit it. All right, let's see. Go through that hole. Yes, and then I'll go through this hole so I can get my stitches all the way down my line, down my spine here. This is the last one. My fingers are not working with me here. I think what I'm going to do is just stab it through this way again, make sure I'm through the right, there we go. I know it's lined up. I know it is. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now pull that one through there. Okay, getting it tight. And all my, yeah, they're nice, and this one's a little loose. That's the bottom, that's the top. So I can still run that, get that tight with this one. Yep, okay. All right, now back to the bottom. Here I am. I'm gonna go to make my double stitch into that second to the bottom hole. I don't need that much excess here. I'm gonna go through that one here, finish that line out. Sorry if I'm being confusing, and I am splitting my thread, so hold on. There we go. And then now to finish that off, I'll come into the middle again, and that should give me a full line of stitches this way. Okay, pull that through. All right, I'm gonna put my needle away really quick. I like that needle. I can never stick it in there very good though. There we go. All right, yeah, I have a lot of excess. So now I just want to make sure these are nice and tight. I already have this stitched up, so I could probably take these off. See how this all worked out. Okay, here we go, here we go. Middle. Oh, look at that, my threads ended up on opposite sides. That's good. So I think I want to tighten up that top one a tiny bit. Like, these feel good. That stitch went a little bit crooked. See, I think my first hole was there, and then I made a second hole on accident, but that's all right. It is okay. I forgive myself. Okay, and now I have to pull that one that way. This is the fun part when you're tightening them, is trying to figure out which one goes where. If I did it like that, and then that one went that way. So I'm going to tighten this string up. I'll be back. All right, got my strings, my threads tightened up. Now I'm just tying knots with it. I'm going to tie a few. Yeah, I did not need that much. Look at this. I have enough to just sew another signature. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down right now. And yeah, and then charms will be another time, because charms are like, I think they're all put away. But for now, I'm just going to put a bow just so that I get that out of my way. And there we go. Now let's take a look. So it's all in there and it's nice and tight. I like it. I like it. Now that everybody went in there. Does the flow still look good? I think so. Yeah, my papers always shift a little bit on me, but that's okay. Just got to work with what I have. So far, it looks like none of my threads got in the way. That's always good. I really wanted to make sure I had that bag in really good before perfect. Hopefully that worked out. I forgot to look. So. The middle and then the back side. Yep, everything. Oh, good. It's right where I want it. So, yeah. Awesome. Love it. Now, let's get these panels on there because that's a huge thing for this to be able to put this away. So I have all these threads hanging off the side. So that tells me that this goes on this side. Yeah, this is going to be so awesome. And then I can just put that down and then that will go over. Yep. Just like that. It's magic. And I know I have a book weight around here. Oh, look I'm like tearing up this paper and I have this big lump. I have no idea where my book weight is. It should be just right here, but it's not. Somebody's been here cleaning. Whoops. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to put that down. And let's see. We're going to use the acetone base glue. My Fabri-Fix, Fabri-Tac, whatever it is, the beacon glue. I'm going to peel the little skin off the top of my bottle here. I filled it up so it's nice and new. Glue in there. And then I just want to put this on here. I wonder if I should just, I'll put it all around the edges. See, I don't want to get those threads glued down. I think I'm going to put it all around the edge. Open it up. Where's that thread go? We have a little thread issue here. Guess I should have checked that first. That one I think will be fine. I just didn't want it to, I don't want them to interfere with my hangies over here. Look at all that glue just fall right down. It's so easy. All right, I have friends that said they're going to try this experimenting, this glue bottle experiment thing out. I would love to hear any challenges that you may have had, any extra tips you might have to do it, if you came across any. And then your overall how you like the bottle itself. Like what are your thoughts on it? Because I kind of wonder, like, sometimes if it matters where we live, like the temperatures and different things, or in our houses and stuff like that. But honestly, my bottle, like, it's been the easiest one so far. I fight with it the least amount, if I fight at all, if you even want to say fighting. I guess I'm going to put it on here too. I don't want this to pop off. I've had the least amount of fighting with this bottle. I've had the most ease of access to get the glue out without having to have pain in my hands. I have less strings with this method so far. So now, where do I want this? Is it the same size as, I think it's bigger than my signature. Okay. I don't know. So it can go kind of close to my signature. I just want to make sure I leave that little gap there. Where's the bottom? And I'm pretty sure it lines up with the bottom of my thing there. But there's fabric on both ends, so I don't have to worry too much. Like if I'm not completely centered on that. There. And I got glue all over all the tips of my fingers. Okay. I really wish I would have brought something over. Oh, I have something here. Let me put these down and see if it'll help hold this down there. It's very stiff, so it's wanting to like bounce up, lift up. There you go, lift. It's not bouncing. It's really not very bouncy. I'm going to put that one down and that one down. These ones hold better. I'm going to buy another pack when I go to Walmart again. I like these. I think these work much better. Okay, I'm just going to fold my fabric down, I think, and get that on like that. There we go. I just want these to stay down. I can come back later and get the edges and the corners down if I need to. Do I need to move that over? Oh, I don't know if I can. Okay, well, ugh. Okay, so what I'm thinking is like when I close it, I've never done this before, you guys. All right, I think I'm still safe in the, see what I'm saying? Like right there. I think on the back page, I'm gonna pull it over just a tiny bit more. I think I'm gonna get closer to that stitching. This is not moving for me at this moment in time. It already decided to stick in the middle, not on the edges, just the middle. Okay, this side now. Let's go and do the back and try a little bit different here. Do I have any more of those paper clips? I didn't. Okay, well, whatever. So, like that. We shall pull those out. Let's do a thing here. See, I can go all the way. I have that thing there. I can go all the way there. So, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Let's get the glue on. My eyes are still sensitive from all that fabric ripping. And this glue is irritating a little bit. It doesn't usually irritate my eyes. I can smell it when I put that much on, but it doesn't usually irritate my eyes. All right, now thread's out. And where's the bottom of the cover? It's right there. The top of it is right there. And these threads I don't want getting in the way. So there we go. Angie's down. Okay, but let's get some help out here. See, that's not very tight. Oh, goodness. I need more tighter ones. Let's see, that's little. Let's see if these ones will work. I just want to get that, I want that to stay down. I think I glued it crooked, but that's okay. All right. I don't need that in there. All right, my friends, I think that will do for that one. And then I just have those pockets. Whatever I did with them, I just got to get these on here now. There should be two of them. Where'd the other one go? Want to do them before I lose them, because that's what happens over here. I lose stuff all the time. Let's see. I feel like that is good enough on that. Let's get rid of those. Back with the book thing. And then we're going to put this pocket here, like this. Is that like too much cellophane? No. Do I need a pocket right there? Yeah, why not? I mean, like, why not? Can you have too many pockets? That's funny. I always think of when I say that, too many pockets, because my husband loves the shorts with pockets, like lots of pockets, and pants with pockets. Like, he's like so happy. If he's got pockets up and down his legs, he's like, well, I like those deep pockets on my legs because I don't, because my wallet hurts my butt when I sit and drive. And I'm like, well, maybe you should just get like a little, you know, get one of those strap-ons and wear a strap-on, and you can put your wallet in that. I'm thinking about getting one of those. Does anybody else here wear those? They used to be fanny packs, and now you put them across your body, across your shoulder. Like I wear my purse across my shoulder, but my purse flip-flops. But those strap-ons, they just stick right to you. Anyways, I really want to buy myself a good strap-on. Whoops. I have a bubble there. I don't know if it's this or if I got something in there. Oh no, it's the plastic. All right, well, that sometimes happens. All right, my friends, I think that's it. I'm going to leave you off right there. This video is super long. I'm going to get the other pocket in there. And then if I do any more work and make a video, you'll see it this week. And if not, we'll be doing something different. These will be put away until next year sometime. Until then, until the next video, I hope you enjoy all your moments. And I will see you later. Bye.